Are you struggling to manifest what you desire? The harder you chase, the more things slip away. The ancient Stoics understood something most people miss. True manifestation comes from relaxation, trust, and detachment. In this video, we'll explore how to stop forcing and start allowing, using Stoic wisdom and modern manifestation techniques. You'll learn why letting go speeds up manifestation, how your energy attracts what you are, and the scientific link between relaxation and effortless success. Watch until the end to discover exactly how to align with the universe and manifest with ease. Number 1. Why you're struggling to manifest. The majority of people believe that manifestation is achieved by exerting a lot of effort, continually visualizing, and working toward their objectives. On the other hand, this is precisely the reason why it is not working. The more you attempt to exert control, the more resistance you will generate. Marcus Aurelius once wrote the following: "If you are distressed by anything external, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your judgment about it. The source of your tension and frustration is not a lack of resources. Rather, it is your attachment to the way things ought to be. You obstruct the natural flow of things when you have the belief that something must take place in a particular manner or at a particular time. When you exert extra effort to force a particular conclusion, you are further reinforcing the notion that it is not already yours." Manifestation is not about making demands of the cosmos. Rather, it is about aligning oneself with it. Imagine you are standing in the middle of a river. When you try to go against the flow of things, you will just end up exhausting yourself and making little headway. However, if you allow yourself to relax and let the water to carry you, you will travel effortlessly toward the location that you need to be. The majority of people have difficulty grasping this idea because they view manifestation as a problem that needs to be solved rather than a state that needs to be lived. They feel that in order to ensure that they are doing it right, they must continually put in effort, think about it, imagine it, and examine every aspect. This persistent effort and obsession, on the other hand, results in a state of tension. In addition, tension by its very definition impedes flow. Because it serves as a constant reminder to your subconscious mind that you do not yet possess what you seek, the very act of exerting a great deal of effort causes you to remain in a condition of deficiency. Epictetus taught that our actual power is not in our ability to influence external circumstances, but rather in how we react to such situations. According to him, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control and some things are not. In the context of manifestation, this indicates that although we have control over our thoughts, our energy, and the activities that we take, we do not have control over the precise manner in which our goals will materialize or the timing at which they will do so. This is where a lot of folks have difficulty. They develop an attachment to a particular outcome occurring in a particular manner, and when it does not occur precisely as they had envisioned, they begin to question the process. Having doubts can lead to frustration, which can then lead to anxiety, and anxiety can lead to resistance. This resistance is what prevents manifestations from coming to fruition in the first place. Instead of cooperating with the universe, they are engaged in a struggle against it. You are operating from a position of lack inside yourself when you are unduly devoted to a particular outcome. When you think about it, you convince yourself, "I don't have this yet, and I won't be happy until I do." Your subconscious mind and the universe receive a tremendous message from this notion, which is that you are lacking something. As a result of the fact that we attract what we are rather than what we want, you continue to bring into existence further experiences that reinforce that lack. It was Seneca who cautioned against excessive anxiety about the future, saying, "The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable." You will be in a state of perpetual tension and misalignment if you continue to worry about when or how something will occur. Imagine you are attempting to cultivate a plant. If you plant a seed and then dig it up every day to check on its growth, you are interfering with the natural process that it is going through. On the other hand, if you have faith that the soil, the sun, and the water will all perform their jobs, the plant will flourish without any difficulty. When it comes to manifestation, the same idea applies. You are required to sow the seed of your intention, provide it with the nourishment of trust, and then let the universe to take care of the rest. When it comes to manifesting, one of the most common misconceptions that individuals make is that they believe they need to prove to the world that they are deserving of the things that they want. They engage in a never-ending stream of affirmations, rituals, and visualization techniques in the hope that if they only do enough, their manifestation would begin to materialize. However, this drive to demonstrate their worth is still another sort of resistance. It stems from a lack of confidence in oneself. Manifestation is not something that reacts to effort. Rather, it responds to alignment. If you had a genuine belief that something was yours, you wouldn't feel the need to try to force it upon yourself. If you had it, you wouldn't be always wondering when it will show up. Simply said, you would be immersed in the energy of already possessing it. This is the reason why detachment is such a powerful emotion. As soon as you separate yourself from the outcome, you begin to move your focus away from what is lacking and begin to embody the sensation of already having it. This shift in energy is what makes it possible for manifestations to take place. Marcus Aurelius gave the following piece of advice: "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about your neighbors, unless you are doing so with the intention of some mutual benefit. Consider instead what it is that nature wants you to do and how you may carry it out in a manner that is both reasonable and decent. In the meantime, you can be assured that time is running out and that life is being measured out to each of us." His sage advice serves to remind us that our time is finite and that dwelling on things that we do not own is a waste of our energy. Instead of focusing on what is lacking, we ought to concentrate on what we are able to control, which includes our ideas, our actions, and our internal state. As soon as you stop running after something and start trusting it, you will start to attract what is meant for you. Rather than moving through life with a sense of anxiety and desperation, you should move through it with a sense of calm and certainty. This does not mean that you should not take action or have goals. When you are working, you should not be concerned with how or when. To embody the spirit of already possessing it is the work that you are doing. Have a sense of abundance before the money arrives. Have the experience of being loved before the relationship even begins. Have a sense of calm before the situation undergoes a change. When you have achieved mastery of this internal transformation, the exterior world will be forced to follow in your footsteps. Flow is the force that the cosmos reacts to. It does not respond to force. And the sooner you allow yourself to relax into that flow, the sooner you will bring into existence everything that you wish. Number 2. The power of letting go. A quote attributed to Epictetus states, "Some things are in our control and some things are not." It is one of the most challenging truths to accept, despite the fact that this fundamental truth is at the heart of manifestation. The vast majority of individuals are under the impression that they will be able to bring their goals into existence if they simply put in sufficient effort, spend sufficient time visualizing them, and obsess over them with sufficient intensity. This strategy, on the other hand, is founded on fear rather than faith. The foundation of this mentality is the conviction that if they let go, everything would come crashing down. In point of fact, the opposite is to be expected. To let go is not the same thing as giving up. Rather, it is the act of letting go of the need to control each and every stage of the process. This is about coming to terms with the fact that when you cling to something with excessive force, you are suffocating it. Picture yourself attempting to hold water in your palms. To a greater extent, it will escape through your fingertips the more tightly you clutch it. Nevertheless, when you relax, it continues to be effortless. The manifestation process is governed by the same concept. To the extent that you pursue, stress, and exert force, you will be able to push your objectives further away. But if you are willing to let go, trust, and let, then your wishes will come to you in a natural way. Therefore, why is it so challenging to let go? The intellect of a human being begs for assurance. It wants to know the precise timing and manner in which things will take place. Specifically, it requires assurances, timetables, and detailed instructions for each step. The universe, on the other hand, does not function according to human timescales or logical systems. It functions based on energy, alignment, and the timing of divine events. Every time you find yourself constantly worrying about whether or not anything is happening, you are sending out an energetic signal of resistance and doubt. The universe is simply receiving the message that you are saying, "I do not believe that this will occur unless I control it." The manifestation, on the other hand, does not react to control. Rather, it reacts to faith. Consider the experience of a farmer who sows seeds in the earth. To determine whether or not they are expanding, he does not dig them up every single day. He does not become anxious about whether or not they will germinate. He merely irrigates them, makes certain that they are exposed to sunlight, and has faith that nature will take care of everything else. It is clear to him that growth takes place below the surface for a considerable amount of time before it is visible. When it comes to your manifestations, the same holds true. When you create a goal for yourself, the energy begins to flow in that direction. However, if you continue to have doubts, become obsessed with the process, and interfere with it, you will interrupt the natural flow of things. Trusting that your goal is already on its way to you is an essential part of letting go, even if you are unable to see proof of it just yet. According to Marcus Aurelius, one of the most influential Stoic thinkers, you have power over your mind, not over events that occur outside of yourself. If you understand this, you will discover your strength. This is an extremely important lesson to learn when it comes to manifestation. While you do not have control over the specific manner in which or the precise time of the fulfillment of your desires, you do have power over the world that you experience within yourself. Whether you are in a state of alignment or resistance depend on the thoughts, feelings, and actions that you are currently experiencing. The more you concentrate on letting go of fear, doubt, and impatience, the more room you make for your manifestations to unfold without any difficulty. However, letting go is not the same as failing to take any action. It is not the same as taking a back seat and hoping that things would happen on their own. Instead, it implies acting out of a place of faith rather than fear in order to accomplish something. In other words, it means making choices as if the thing you want is already on its way to you. In other words, it means having faith that the appropriate opportunities, people, and circumstances will materialize just when they are supposed to emerge. When you take action from a place of faith rather than desperation, you are aligning yourself with the natural flow of life. You stop pursuing and begin to attract what you want. You put an end to your worries and begin to allow. After you have stopped forcing, you begin to flow. Moreover, this shift in energy is what makes it possible for things to appear without any difficulty. When it comes to letting go, one of the most common concerns that individuals have is the notion that if they stop worrying, they would lose control of their lives. The reality, however, is that you never controlled the situation in the first place. Your own state of being is the only thing that you have ever been able to fully control or influence. If you can accept this sooner, you will experience a greater sense of serenity. Moreover, it is ironic that the moment you finally let go of control is the moment when everything begins to fall into place. The question now is, what does it actually look like to let go in the real world? Changing from a state of desperation to one of certainty is included. Instead of asking yourself, when will this happen? On a regular basis, you begin to affirm, I know it's already done. Rather of always searching for indications, you embrace the spirit of already possessing it through your actions. You choose to concentrate on how you are feeling in the here and now, rather than dwelling on the results of your actions. Trusting that something will come to you if it is truly meant for you is an essential part of letting go. This is not because you forced it, but rather because you matched yourself with it. Remember the instances in your life when things seem to fall into place without any effort on your part. For example, when you unexpectedly met the person you were meant to be with, when the ideal opportunity presented itself at the appropriate moment, and when everything seemed to fall into place without any effort. This was not a result of your efforts to compel these moments to occur. Rather, they occurred because you were in a condition of openness and flow. The power of letting go is demonstrated here. Trying to exert control over every aspect of the situation, continually thinking about what you want, or fretting about how it will come about are not the keys to successful manifestation. To become the version of yourself that naturally attracts what you want, the trick is to become that version of yourself. You are peaceful, self-assured, and at peace when you are in that version of yourself. Due to the fact that they are aware that what they want is already on its way to them, that version of you does not pursue opportunities. Your version of yourself does not experience stress because they have faith in the divine timetable. This version of you does not cling to things because they are aware that the things that are truly meant for them will never be lost to them. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Abandon the impulse to exert control over each and every aspect. Have faith that the things that are destined for you are already making progress. Whenever you give up, that is the time when the universe is finally able to provide for you. Number 3, your energy attracts what you are. According to Seneca, we suffer more in our imagination than we do in all of reality. This one sentence provides the answer to the question of why so many individuals have difficulty bringing their desires into reality. The majority of the suffering that we go through is not brought on by the actual world, but rather by the mental narratives that we construct. We persuade ourselves that we are unable to move forward, that things are taking an excessive amount of time, and that achievement is unattainable. On the other hand, these thoughts are not innocuous. They are constantly influencing our reality at every moment of the day. Your basic existence is dependent on energy, just like everything else in the cosmos. The frequency at which your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs vibrate is what influences the things that you bring into your life. This frequency is what decides what you attract. Put yourself in the role of a radio. In the event that you tune into a frequency that is associated with dread, doubt, or despair, you will only receive experiences that correspond to that energy. On the other hand, if you tune into the frequency of self-assurance, tranquility, and appreciation, you can effortlessly attract prosperous circumstances. Many individuals are under the impression that manifestation is about acquiring something, which is a mistaken belief. Therefore, it is not about acquiring, rather, it is about becoming. You are the one who attracts to you what you are, not what you want to attract. Because your energy is rooted in lack, fear, and impatience, even if opportunities come your way, you will push them away or sabotage them without even recognizing it. This is because your energy is rooted in these emotions. However, if you are able to move into a state of assurance, trust, and inner peace, you will be able to connect yourself with the reality that you desire, and things will begin to fall into place without any further effort. Imagine a period of your life when everything was going well for you, when opportunities came your way, when the right people emerged in your life, and when everything looked to be working out for the best. It's likely that you were feeling happy, confident, and in alignment at the time. The circumstances that were a perfect match for that high vibrational energy were being drawn to it. Now think about a moment when it appeared like nothing was going right, when everything seemed to be stalled and hurdles kept surfacing over and over again. In what way did you feel emotionally during that period of time? It's likely that you were experiencing feelings of frustration, anxiety, or hopelessness. You were unable to break free of the cycle of struggle because the low vibrational energy you were experiencing produced more obstacles. Marcus Aurelius, perhaps the most influential Stoic philosopher of all time, is credited with writing that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This is a reality that applies by all. How you think and feel on a daily basis is the primary factor that decides the kind of life you will have experiencing. If you allow yourself to have thoughts of frustration and scarcity on a consistent basis, you will bring into your life more things that cause you to feel irritated and scarce. On the other hand, if you train your mind to concentrate on feelings of appreciation, calm, and certainty, you will start to attract circumstances that are reflective of specific states of being. Therefore, how do you change the way you feel? The first step is to become conscious. The majority of people make their way through life unknowingly reacting to their feelings without being aware that they have the ability to change those feelings. Pay close attention to how you are feeling throughout the course of the day. Take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what kind of energy am I putting out right now? Whenever you become aware that you are devolving into feelings of frustration, anxiety, or uncertainty, would you say that this is the spirit of someone who already has what they want? This should be shifted if the response is no. When it comes to shifting your energy, one of the most effective ways to do so is by learning to live in the end. Neville Goddard is the one who taught this concept, which indicates that you should step into the version of yourself who already possesses what it is that you want. You start to have the sensation that your manifestation has already taken place, rather than wishing and expecting for it to happen. That is not going to happen in the future. Not in the future. Right now, shut your eyes for a brief period of time. Imagine for a moment that your deepest, most pressing wish has already come true. What are your feelings? Are you aware of how your body is feeling? What kinds of feelings are you experiencing right now? Feel free to completely submerge yourself in that sensation. The frequency that you need to embody on a daily basis is this one. Your ability to seamlessly connect with your desires will increase in proportion to the amount of practice you put into entering this condition. For this reason, gratitude is such a potent instrument for the process of manifestation. When you express gratitude, you send a message to the universe that you already own a great deal of wealth. If you are feeling abundant, you will draw even more abundance to yourself. At the beginning of each day, make it a point to express gratitude, not only for what you already possess, but also for what is on its way to you. Instead of waking up with the thought, "I hope my manifestation comes soon," try waking up with the affirmation, "I am so grateful that my desires are already being fulfilled." You cannot deceive with your energy. Affirmations, vision boards, and meditation are all practices that can be done throughout the day. Yet, if your core energy is filled with doubt and a sense of deficit, then these practices will not be effective. To alter your being is the secret to success. It is important that every single thing you do, every single idea you have, and every single emotion you experience is in harmony with the reality that you want to bring into existence. Beloved yourself, if you want to attract love to you. Embrace the sensation of abundance if you want to draw more of it into your life. If you want to be successful, you should go through life with the confidence of someone who has already achieved significant accomplishment. Now, let's talk about a key error that a lot of people make, which is that they are always seeking for indicators. Even if you are waiting for your manifestation to appear and checking for indicators in an obsessive manner, you are still vibrating at the frequency of not possessing it. It is comparable to planting a seed and then digging it up on a daily basis to look at whether or not it is growing. Because of this impatience, resistance is created. As an alternative to waiting and wondering, have faith that it has already been completed. Put your life into action as if the manifestation of your desires is unavoidable, because it is. The following is a strong exercise that will assist you in shifting your energy very quickly. 1. Take a few big breaths and try to relax your entire body. Free yourself from any tension. 2. Close your eyes and picture yourself in a hypothetical situation in which you already own everything you could ever want. Imagine this version of yourself. What does it look like? What are their feelings? 3. Immediately put yourself in that version of yourself. They walk, talk, and move with the assurance and self-assurance that they possess. Maintain that level of energy for a minimum of a few minutes. Experience it to the fullest. 5. Bring this attitude of being with you throughout the day. If you are able to embody it more, then your manifestations will come about more quickly. Always keep in mind that manifestation is not about acquiring. Rather, it is about being. It is always the case that your internal state is reflected in the exterior world. When you change your energy, you change the reality that you experience. Let go of the concern, take a step toward trust, and watch as the world works to bring everything into alignment with your best interests. Number 4. The science behind relaxation and manifestation. Real science explains why relaxation can help you materialize what you want in your life. If you are experiencing high levels of stress, anxiety, or exerting too much effort, your brain will operate in high beta waves, which is the frequency that is related with the fight or flight response. This state was not intended for creativity or alignment. Rather, it was created for survival. The hormones cortisol and adrenaline enter your body when you are in this mode. These hormones increase your awareness, but also cause you to become resistant. Since of this, it becomes extremely difficult for your aspirations to come into your life in a natural way, since you become hyper-focused on issues rather than solutions. Everything, however, changes when you take a moment to rest. Alpha and theta waves, which are frequencies associated with tranquility, intuition, and deep receptivity, are transferred to your brain throughout this process. When you are in these moods, your subconscious mind is far more receptive to new beliefs, which enables you to effortlessly reprogram your inner world. Because of this, the most effective time to practice gratitude, meditation, and visualization is when you are completely calm. When you are in this condition, your conscious mind, which frequently prevents manifestation by allowing doubts and excessive thinking to get in the way, takes a step back. You will experience activation of your subconscious, which is the actual powerhouse of manifestation. This topic has been the subject of considerable research conducted by Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist and an authority on the mind-body relationship. According to the findings of his research, when we enter a state of relaxation, we engage the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the natural state of healing and equilibrium that exist inside our bodies. The body transitions from a state of survival to one of creation into this mode. As a result of the slowing of the heart rate and the decline in blood pressure, the brain begins to synchronize, which enables a greater degree of concentration, clarity, and intention. When you are in this condition, your energy becomes cohesive, which means that your ideas, feelings, and beliefs are aligned, which makes it much simpler to create what you want. Let us take this even further into consideration. After you have reached a state of relaxation, due to the fact that your mind is no longer overloaded with fear-based thinking, you are able to receive clearer insights and direction. This is the first benefit of having your intuition enhanced. During a tranquil walk when you were in the shower, or shortly before you went to sleep, have you ever had an idea occur to you? This is because your brain was operating in alpha or theta waves, which made it possible for intuitive downloads to make their way through without any difficulty. Effortless flow of creative ideas and problem-solving solutions. When you are under a lot of pressure, your thinking becomes inflexible and is solely concerned with surviving the moment. Relaxation, on the other hand, causes your brain to link concepts in new ways, which opens the door to fresh avenues of thought, as well as opportunities for creativity and problem-solving. It is for this reason that a number of the most influential innovators, artists, and intellectuals in the history of the world attribute their breakthroughs to activities such as relaxation, daydreaming, and simply general boredom. Your subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of your daily behaviors, habits, and emotional reactions. As you become more receptive, your subconscious mind will become more receptive towards new information. On the other hand, willpower alone is not enough to bring about change. This shift occurs when you access deeper brain states, such as alpha and theta, which are the regions of the brain where new beliefs, affirmations, and visualizations can take root. The reason that guided meditations, hypnosis, and other therapies that involve deep relaxation are so effective in rewiring limiting beliefs is because of this. Proceed to consider this matter from the point of view of manifestation. Keeping yourself in high beta waves, which prevent you from achieving the very thing you want, is something you do unwittingly if you are always tense, frightened, and obsessed with the question of when something will occur. Relaxing, on the other hand, enables your mind and energy to become more open and sensitive to new experiences. It is for this reason that people frequently experience spontaneous manifestations when they eventually stop stressing and succumb to their feelings. To give you an example, have you ever had a strong desire for something, but the instant you let go of it, it suddenly materialized in your life? This is not a confluence of events. As soon as you let go, you enter a level of relaxation and trust, which enables the universe to finally provide what you had been preventing with tension and resistance. The effectiveness of activities such as meditation, deep breathing, and visualization in the process of manifestation can also be explained by this information. They reduce the amount of activity in your brain, which makes you feel more in tune with your wants and brings you into a state of relaxation. The reason that Neville Goddard placed so much emphasis on the power of the state akin to sleep is that it is a state of profound relaxation in which the subconscious is most susceptible to being influenced. It is much more efficient for your desires to be imprinted onto your subconscious mind when you imagine them from this point, as opposed to when you are forcing them or overthinking them. How to achieve your goals. More rapidly through relaxation. Whenever you sense tension, pause for a moment and take a few slow, deep breaths. This is the first step in practicing deep breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold your breath for 4 counts, and then exhale for 8 counts. In this way, your body receives a signal that it is safe, which immediately causes you to enter a state of relaxation. The time immediately prior to going to sleep is the most effective time for retraining your subconscious mind. Hence, it is important to practice guided meditations before going to bed. Assume that your goals have already been accomplished by either listening to a guided meditation or visualizing them yourself. By entering a state of relaxation, you will make it possible for these images to penetrate deeply into your subconscious region. Third, calendar. In-person relaxation. Breaks every day. Rather from working non-stop throughout the day, make time in your calendar to rest. It doesn't matter if you meditate for 5 minutes, go for a walk in the woods, or simply lie down with your eyes closed. These small moments provide your mind the opportunity to reset and rebalance itself. Fourth, let go of the how and when. When you relax, you send a powerful message to the universe. I have faith that everything is going from here on out for me. When you let go of being certain about when and how your desires will come to you, they will come to you more quickly. Engage in activities that put you in a state of flow. Activities such as painting, writing, working out, or even playing music are all activities that naturally shift you into alpha waves. This flow condition makes it easier for you to get inspiration and insights, which ultimately leads to the effortless manifestation of your desires. In contrast to laziness, relaxation is a state of alignment. The key that unlocks the effortless flow of abundance into your life is this essential information. If you are able to let go of worry and tension, you will find that it is easier for your manifestations to come to you. In order to be amazed at how quickly your reality begins to shift, you will need to train yourself to work from a level of trust and relaxation. All you need to do is take it easy and let the universe take care of things for you. It will always be working in your favor. Number 5, how to quiet the mind for manifestation. An hyperactive and restless mind is one of the most significant obstacles to the process of manifestation. An energetic resistance is created as a result of the continuous chatter and the never-ending stream of thoughts about the past and the future. This resistance prevents the flow of your aspirations from occurring. You are preventing yourself from aligning with the present moment, which is the only location where manifestation can take place, while you are locked in a loop of anxiety and uncertainty. Manifestation is not about pursuing or coercing something. Rather, it is about consenting to and accepting what is. Additionally, while your mind is in a condition of constant questioning, you are preventing the very thing that you wish to produce from occurring. Something along the lines of, is it working? When is it going to take place? What if it does not work as expected? It is from a position of uncertainty and impatience that these inquiries originate. Although they are natural thoughts, They keep you stuck in a cycle of dread and resistance whenever you think about them. As a result of their draining effect on your energy, they impede you from being in the relaxed and receptive condition that is necessary for the flow of manifestation. The more you dwell on these uncertainties, the longer you will have to wait for the fulfillment of your desires to come into your life. The first thing you need to do in order to calm your mind is recognize that the act of manifestation does not originate from the ability to control your ideas. Rather, it originates from the ability to learn to detach from them. Not who you are is comprised of your thoughts. These are merely waves that are passing by. To stop identifying with them is the most important step. When you finally master the ability to notice your ideas without allowing yourself to be consumed by them, you will be able to stop rejecting and begin attracting. To begin the process of quieting the mind, you should place your attention on the space between your ideas rather than the content of your thoughts. There is a place in this space where one can find calm, clarity, and a connection to the universe. When you do this more frequently, your mind will become more at ease, and the process of manifestation will become less difficult. In order to calm the mind, here are some basic methods to consider. 1. Take a few slow, deep breaths to begin your day. When it comes to calming the mind and reducing stress, one of the most straightforward and effective methods is to practice deep breathing. Through the act of taking deep breaths, you are able to send a signal to your neurological system to relax. Your body transitions from the condition of the fight or flight response to a state of tranquility as it proceeds along. As a result, your brain will transition from strong beta waves, which are associated with stress, to alpha waves, which are associated with calm, and you will find that you are more in tune with your wants. Taking a deep breath for 4 counts. Hold for a total of 4 counts. Exhale cautiously for a count of 6 to 8. Continue doing this for a few minutes while concentrating completely on your breathing. Visualize your thoughts dissipating with each exhale as you move through the breathing process. Abandon any resistance you may have and simply be present in the moment. As you continue to engage in this exercise, you will notice that your mind is getting more calm, and your energy will become more connected with the things that you want to bring into existence. Walk at a leisurely pace without becoming distracted. When it comes to clearing one's mind, walking is an extremely beneficial method. Taking a walk without any distractions, such as a phone, music, or conversation, provides your mind with the space it requires to let go of the continual chatter that it is experiencing. Additionally, walking helps you become more rooted in the here and now. You should go for a walk in the woods or even in your neighborhood, but you should eliminate all potential distractions. The sensation of each stride, the sense of the earth beneath you, and the sound of your breath should all be brought to your attention. Refrain from attaching yourself to your thoughts and let them come and go. Simply bring them to your attention and then let them to dissipate as you continue making your path. You will find that your mind naturally becomes quieter as you walk in silence, and your body will begin to align itself with the calm that is all around you. The presence of this level of serenity creates an environment in which intuitive thoughts, creative ideas, and manifestations can flow freely. Take some time to visualize without trying to force it. Visualization is a strong technique for manifestation. Yet, if you are expending an excessive amount of effort, it may not always be effective. The only thing you are doing is increasing the energy of lack by thinking, "It's not here yet." If you go about the procedure in a forced manner, to visualize from a place of ease rather than from a place of pressure is the key. When you do this, your mind will reach a level of relaxation and concentration which will enable you to experience the feelings that come along with having your desires in the here and now. Sit in a place where there is no noise and close your eyes. Imagine that your want is already a reality and experience the feelings to the same extent as if you already own it. Let the vision come to you in its own time. Try not to force it. Please give it time to develop on its own. Perceive the happiness, tranquility, and thankfulness that accompany the fulfillment of your desires. Through the use of this peaceful and effortless visualization practice, you will be able to connect with the sensation of already having your expectations fulfilled. If you are able to envision from a place of ease, you are able to align your energy with your desires. This energy then travels through the cosmos and attracts the manifestations that you desire to you. When your mind is calmer, the manifestations that you want will come to you more quickly. When you allow yourself to be free from the mental clutter of considering when and how, you create room for your wishes to materialize at the precise moment that they are meant to materialize. Believe in the process, let go of the impulse to exert control, and give the cosmos the opportunity to carry out its tasks. You will be able to construct a straight route to your wishes when your mind is clear, and they will arrive to you with ease and grace on their way to you. Therefore, whenever you find that you are getting caught up in feelings of uncertainty or impatience, remind yourself that the more relaxed you are, the more quickly this manifestation will come to pass. You'll discover that the flow of your wishes into your life becomes more smoother and more rapid if you continue to practice these straightforward strategies on a daily basis. When one's mind is calmer, the process of manifestation is more effective. Number 6. The role of trust and faith in manifesting. Marcus Aurelius had the following belief: accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? One of the most important aspects of manifestation is having faith in the process, and this profound quotation from Marcus Aurelius speaks to that. Because they do not have faith that what they want is already on its way to them, the majority of people have difficulty bringing their goals into reality. The cosmos does not operate according to our timeline. Rather, it operates according to its own specific timing, and it is our responsibility to have faith that everything is developing precisely as it should. The fact of the matter is that uncertainty is one of the most significant barriers to manifestation. You are sending out conflicting messages into the universe whenever you have doubts about the way things are working. At one moment, you can be reiterating your aspirations, and then at the next, you might be wondering if they will ever be realized. Because of this lack of trust, resistance is created. This energy of uncertainty is picked up by the universe, and it makes sure to match your frequency by sending more uncertainty your way after it has picked it up. But trust, which is the conviction that what you want is already on its way to you, is what makes everything different. The firm conviction that the universe is constantly working in your favor is what we mean when we talk about faith. It is the profound awareness that the things you want are not merely attainable, but an unavoidable reality. Having faith that those things you want are already on their way to you. It is not necessary to see it in order to believe it. Your desires are being brought to you by the cosmos, which is constantly working behind the scenes to make them a reality. Every single thing that you do and every single step that you take is a component of a greater scenario that is unfolding in your favor. Getting rid of resistance and aligning yourself with the flow of plenty is possible when you have faith that it is already on its way. Keeping one's patience, even when there is no evidence to support it. One of the most important pieces of the puzzle is this: Manifestation is not about seeing results right away. Rather, it is about having the patience to wait without exerting any effort or being concerned about the outcome. The universe frequently operates in ways that humans are unable to perceive in the present moment. Despite the fact that we do not have first-hand evidence, things are occurring in the background and precisely harmonizing with one another. As a result of having faith, you are able to exercise patience and maintain your equilibrium, knowing that things are coming together behind the scenes. Having the knowledge that the cosmos operates according to a plan, timing is vitally important. There is a design that the cosmos has that is both more sophisticated and more expansive than anything that we could ever imagine occurring. We might not always be able to comprehend the reasons behind why things do not occur when we anticipate them to, but we must have faith that there is a more divine purpose at play. There are times when the things you want into your life require a little bit more time to align with the ideal conditions that will bring them into your life. By having faith in the timing, you give the universe permission to deliver your manifestations to you in a way that is both effortless and precise. Trust and faith are not states that are passive. Rather, they are choices that are made. Your belief in the universe will grow stronger each time you're able to withstand the temptation to question or exert control over the process. You align yourself with the exact energy of abundance when you continue to be consistent in your belief that everything you desire is already on its way to you. As to the reasons why faith is so powerful in manifestation, your faith in the process of manifestation is analogous to the soil in which your aspirations are planted during the process. In the same way that it takes time for a seed to develop into a tree, it takes time for your goals to eventually materialize in the physical world. By repeatedly digging up the seed to check on its growth, you are interfering with the process that is taking place. In a similar vein, there is a disruption in the natural flow of things when you continually check to see if your desires are being fulfilled. You should instead cultivate your faith. Despite the fact that there is no evidence to support it, imagine that your goal is already on its way to you. Simply holding this thought can speed up the process of manifesting your desires, because it will change your energy from one of scarcity and impatience to one of abundance and trust. Within the context of your manifestation process, the following are some practical techniques to foster trust and faith. The practice of beginning each day with affirmations such as, "I trust the process of my life," is an excellent way to begin each day. The thing that I want is already on its way to me. Everything in the universe is coming together in perfect harmony for me. When you repeat these affirmations, you are helping to retrain your subconscious mind to trust the process of manifestation, even though you are not yet able to see the effects of your efforts. Let go of the need to control every detail of how and when your desires will appear. Surrender control. Let go of the need to control everything. Put all of your attention on your energy, your alignment, and the acts you take. As soon as you stop trying to force outcomes, you make room for the universe to intervene and direct you toward what it is that you actually desire. When you express thankfulness and appreciation, the universe responds by rewarding you with small victories. It is important to rejoice at each and every synchronicity or minor sign that appears along your journey. In the event that you come across an unanticipated chance or a conversation that stimulates creativity, it is important to recognize it as evidence that things are moving in your favor. When you have a greater appreciation for what is already on its way, you are more likely to welcome it into your life. When you imagine your desires, do it with complete faith that they are already on their way to you. This will help you achieve your goals more quickly. Instead of visualizing with the thought of, "I hope this will happen," try visualizing with the knowledge that it is already actually happening. Observe it, experience it, and have faith in it. It will materialize in your physical world more quickly if you make it more real in your thoughts than it is in your actual reality. Put your faith in your intuition. The universe communicates with you through your psychic abilities. Put your faith in whatever it is that brings you to take a certain action or make a decision. When it comes to the process of manifestation, the next step is frequently not something that can be rationally comprehended. Rather, it is something that you feel deeply within yourself. Even if they don't make sense at first, you should definitely pay attention to those intuitive nudges. The importance of having faith and trust in the process of manifestation cannot be emphasized. In their absence, manifestation turns into a fight, a competition to exert control over the consequences and to impose timing. However, as you work to build trust throughout the process, you transfer your vibe from one of desperation to one of ease. When you connect yourself with the plan of the universe, you give it permission to provide you with precisely what you require at precisely the right time. It is important to keep in mind that faith is not a passive belief. Rather, it is an active trust that things are working out for you, even if you have not yet seen the evidence. When one fully embraces faith, the process of manifestation starts to happen automatically. Number 7. Why you must stop overthinking. Overthinking is the killer of manifestations more than anything else. It is a latent energy that prevents you from letting things to develop in a natural manner and instead keeps you confined within your own mind, where you are continually questioning and wondering. When you analyze, second-guess, or obsess about whether something will work, you pull yourself out of line with your desires. This is because you obsess over if something will work. Resistance is produced by overthinking. Your mind will be filled with uncertainties, worries, and an unlimited number of what-ifs, which will then send out signals to the cosmos that are in contradiction with one another. You find yourself slipping into an energy of doubt and lack rather than remaining in a state of trust, tranquility, and alignment despite your best efforts. Due to the fact that the universe is reacting to your energy, your capacity to materialize is directly impacted by your lack of trust in the process. Just like putting a seed in the ground, you can think of manifestation as that. When a seed is planted, it is not necessary to dig it up every day to determine whether or not it is growing. Despite the fact that you are unable to observe any tangible evidence at this time, you have faith that it is establishing itself and growing beneath the surface. Overthinking is analogous to taking the seed out of the ground on a daily basis, examining it and wondering why it is not sprouting. In addition to causing unneeded stress and resistance, this not only interferes with the natural process of growth, but also causes disruption. In a manner that is largely analogous, manifestation functions. As soon as you have established your goal and placed your seed in the universe, it is your responsibility to allow it to flourish. The procedure is time-consuming, and having it continuously called into question disrupts the natural progression of the process. When you overthink something, you are not in the flow. Rather, you are fighting against the same thing that you are attempting to bring into existence. Overthinking can be overcome by shifting your focus from how and when things will happen to who you are becoming as a result of the process. This is the key to overcoming overthinking. Redirect your focus to the sensations of already possessing what it is that you want, rather than allowing yourself to become mired in repetitive thoughts of uncertainty. Overthinking has a number of consequences. Overthinking is a way of sending a message to the universe that you are afraid and that you are lacking. Even while you may have the impression that you are taking charge of the issue, the truth is that you are actually preventing the very thing that you are attempting to bring into your life. Overthinking is frequently the result of fear, specifically the worry that you do not deserve what you desire, or the concern that you will never be able to provide it to yourself. The opposition that you have between your aspirations and your fears is only strengthened by this fear. An additional benefit of excessive thinking is that it depletes your energy and keeps you mired in a state of indecision. You are continuously weighing the benefits and drawbacks, pondering all of the alternatives, and analyzing each and every piece of information. However, by doing so, you are denying the power that comes with trusting and surrendering. It is not necessary to have every step thought out in order to facilitate manifestation. Rather, it is necessary to be willing to let go and have faith that the universe will guide you. A guide to overthinking and aligning your thoughts with manifestation. Developing a profound sense of trust and peace is the most important step in putting an end to excessive pondering. You cease attempting to exert control over every aspect of the process when you have faith in it. You give in to the natural flow of life and yield to the fact that things will take place in their own time. There are a few different approaches that can help you quit overthinking and get back into alignment. Overthinking is typically caused by anxiety about the past or the future. It is essential to direct your attention to the here and now in order to be successful in overcoming it. Mindfulness happens to be one of the most effective methods for accomplishing this goal. You should make it a habit to anchor oneself in the here and now. Think about what is in front of you rather than what is going to happen next. You will find that there is less opportunity for overthinking the more you practice being present in the moment. If you find that you are engaging in excessive thinking, it is important to remind yourself that the universe is always working in your favor. You should have faith that things are taking place behind the scenes, even if you are unable to see them at this time. Instead of continuing to ask yourself, "What if?" you could begin to tell yourself, "It's already on its way." Have faith that every one of your desires is being fulfilled, even if it is not immediately apparent how this is happening. Overthinking is a common response to situations in which you feel stuck or uncertain. Take inspired action, which consists of taking modest, aligned steps toward your goals, since this is the most effective strategy to overcome this. Simply proceed without wasting time overthinking whether or not this is the appropriate action to do. Once you have faith that each step you take will get you closer to achieving your objectives, you will begin to have a greater sense of ease with the process. Excessive thinking and perfectionism are intimately tied to one another. In the process of trying to perfect every tiny aspect or foresee every possible event, you are putting yourself in a loop of over-analysis that never ends. Relax and let things happen as they are supposed to, without making any attempts to exert control over them. It is not required to achieve perfection in order to materialize what you want. Rather, it is the energy of trust and confidence that attracts what you want. When the mind is agitated, overthinking grows. Develop a routine of engaging in activities that help to calm the mind on a daily basis, such as meditating, keeping a journal, engaging in physical activity, or spending time in nature. When you are able to maintain mental equilibrium and focus, you will discover that excessive thinking will naturally disappear. The use of positive affirmations is one of the simplest techniques to calm the mind and bring about clarity. Recite affirmations such as, "I trust the process of manifestation," whenever you become aware that your thoughts are spinning into doubt or overthinking every time you notice this happening. "When it comes to me, Everything is going according to plan. I let go of any confusion and open myself up to trust. Through the use of these affirmations, you will be able to retrain your mind and shift your attention from uncertainty to confidence. Overthinking is a potent manifestation obstacle that may be avoided. Consequently, it makes it more difficult for you to align yourself with the flow of your aspirations, since it sends out messages of doubt, fear, and resistance. But when you let go of the desire to control every part of the process and trust that things are happening in perfect timing, you open the door for manifestation to flow freely into your life. What you are doing is letting go of the need to control every component of the process. Keep in mind that it is not your responsibility to figure everything out. It is your responsibility to let go of the desire to analyze, obsess, and control yourself, and to have the feeling that it is already yours. When you stop thinking too much, you clear the way for your desires to come into existence without any effort on your part. Number 8. Aligning with the flow of the universe. When you stop trying to force things and instead start flowing, everything happens on its own accord. The cosmos functions according to its own rhythm, and the more you attempt to exert control over the process, the more you make that beat more difficult to follow. Allowing yourself to let go of the need to control every single facet of your life, and instead having faith that the universe has a plan that is much more grand than anything you could possibly arrange, is the first step toward achieving alignment. Stepping into a condition of comfort and receptivity in which you allow things to come to you rather than running after them is what it means to align with the flow of the universe. Being on a river, when you don't try to control the current, is a good analogy for this situation. Instead, you give in to its motion and allow it to guide you to the destination you ultimately need to reach. There is no such thing as inaction when it comes to the flow of the world. Rather, it is about following the natural course of things without any opposition. It is much simpler to deal with everything when you are in sync. Opportunities present themselves at the most opportune moments. Your actions provide you with a sense of inspiration, and you move forward with self-assurance and trust that everything is working out for the best. Instead of over-planning, you should listen to your gut instinct. Through the advice that you receive from within, the universe interacts with you. It is important to have faith in the nudge or whisper of inspiration that you sense. The majority of the time, our minds attempt to overthink and overplan each action, but your intuition is the direct connection that you have to the universe. It is aware of the path, and it will lead you in the direction of what you want. Accept opportunities that you did not anticipate. In a peculiar manner, life has a way of presenting us with opportunities that we wouldn't have anticipated. These occurrences are frequently the universe's method of pointing you in the direction of a course of action that you might not have known about. Saying yes to something since it doesn't fit into your initial plan is preferable to saying no to it. It is important to have faith that whatever happens to you is a part of your larger path and may lead you to exactly what you require. Make your way through life without any worry or anxiety. When you try to force things into place, you are causing yourself stress. It is possible to generate tension and resistance by acting in a manner that is contrary to the natural flow of the cosmos. If, on the other hand, you are able to navigate life with a sense of ease, you will discover that everything seems to fall into place. As you get more attuned to the rhythm of life, you will find that everything becomes more naturally flowing toward you. In order to live in alignment, you must stop resisting the flow of life and instead allow it to carry you to the destination you have set for yourself. This does not mean going about your business in a passive manner. Rather, it means having faith that when you take inspired action, It will bring you to the appropriate locations at the appropriate times. In this case, it is more important to go with the flow than to go against it. It is not the same thing as giving up. Rather, surrendering implies having faith that there is a more powerful force at work. Letting rid of the need to control the how, the when, and the where is what it means to let go. The universe is already aware of what it is that you require, and it will provide it to you in the most appropriate manner and at the most appropriate moment. When you connect yourself with the flow, you have the ability to enter a state of grace, in which challenges appear to vanish, and everything you require is delivered to you without any difficulty. Conceive of it as being similar to riding a bicycle. It feels as if you are simply floating down a smooth path, cycling with ease, and knowing that the momentum of the universe is driving you ahead when you are in alignment. Confronting the stream, on the other hand, is like to attempting to pedal your bicycle uphill. It is challenging, taxing, and you have the impression that you are not making any progress. When you try to go against the flow, you will just end up creating additional trouble for yourself. When you align yourself with it, however, things become much simpler. Instead of trying to force anything to happen, you begin to attract what you want to happen. For those who wish to align themselves with the flow of the cosmos, the following are some basic steps. Your ability to thoroughly enjoy each moment without racing on to the next is a direct result of your focused state. By doing so, you are better able to tune into the current moment, which is where all of the opportunities, insights, and inspiration may be found. Your alignment with the flow of the cosmos is something that happens naturally when you are present. It is common for us to generate resistance by clinging to inflexible assumptions regarding the manner in which things need to take place. The demand for things to develop in a particular manner should be let go of. Maintain a mindset that is open to unexpected paths, detours, and surprises. The universe has the ability to surprise you with things that are even better than you dreamed possible when you let go of control. To the extent that you have faith that the cosmos is directing your path, you will become more in tune with it. Instead of having doubts or questions, you should practice trusting and having faith in the way that your desires are emerging. As you progress, each step will feel less difficult and each chance will feel more in line with your goals. Being aligned does not entail going through the motions of waiting. Rather, it requires taking inspired action. Have faith in your intuition and take action when you feel inspired to do so. These intuitive behaviors are the universe's way of directing you in the direction of your goals and aspirations. At times, alignment requires waiting without putting up any resistance. Because the universe operates according to its own timetable, the more patient you are, the more you will let the flow to direct your actions. Having faith that the ideal chance will present itself at the right time is essential. When you align yourself with the flow of the cosmos, you allow yourself to have faith that everything you require is already on its way to you. When you stop trying to force things and instead start flowing, you let go of resistance and make room for the universe to effortlessly deliver what you want through the process of flow. It is important to keep in mind that you are a component of this huge and interconnected world. When you align yourself with the rhythm of this cosmos, life transforms into a dance of synchronies and ease. The process of manifestation becomes a natural one, and you find that everything you want comes to you without any effort on your part. Number 9. The magic of detachment. When it comes to manifestation, the secret that the majority of people fail to recognize is detachment. The concept of detachment is frequently mistaken as apathy or indifference. Yet, in reality, It is one of the most powerful tools that you can use to attract anything that you intend to attract. When you detach yourself from anything, you are not disengaging from life or giving up on your dreams. Rather, you are releasing your tight grip on how and when things must occur. You must have faith that the universe is aware of the most suitable course of action for you, and your only responsibility is to remain aligned and open to receiving. The process of detachment involves moving your energy from a state of neediness or desperation to a state of confidence and trust. The act of becoming connected to a particular outcome results in the creation of resistance and the obstruction of the flow of your aspirations. It is fear that gives rise to attachment, specifically the worry of not having enough, of not being worthy, or of not receiving what it is that you seek. Detachment, on the other hand, allows you to liberate yourself from that dread. You have such a profound trust in the things that you want that you do not feel the need to pursue or seize them. In its most fundamental form, detachment refers to the state of being at peace with whatever occurs. One must acknowledge that it is possible to have goals and wants, but that it is not necessary to control the manner in which or the timing of their manifestation. Attempting to rush or force things does nothing but slow down the process, as the cosmos operates according to a flawless timing system. If you live a detached life, you will find yourself in a condition of ease and trust, where you are confident that the things that are meant for you will come to you, and they will come at the very moment that you need them. The practice of detachment involves living as if one already had what one desires. This implies maintaining an attitude of gratitude for the desires you have, even before they materialize. You can begin to attract what you want with relatively little effort if you concentrate on the sensation of already possessing it. Your energy moves from a place of scarcity to one of abundance as a result of your actions. In proportion to the degree to which you experience inner tranquility and contentment, the exterior environment will begin to mirror those feelings. Your need for control or connection will no longer prevent the universe from bringing things to you when you are detached from them. This is because you will no longer be preventing them from coming to you. It is essential to have a clear understanding of the distinction between lack of interest and detachment. When a person has lost all motivation or interest in life, they are said to be apathetic. Apathy is the state of not caring about anything. On the other side, detachment is the practice of having a profound concern for one's desires, but at the same time, avoiding letting those desires to determine one's emotional state. While you continue to feel enthusiastic and motivated, you no longer feel the urge to exert control over the result of the situation. After you have unattached yourself, you will no longer require things to occur in a particular manner. You have faith that the universe will provide you with the ideal circumstances, even if they do not appear to be of the same nature as you had envisioned them. Because of this faith in the unknown, you are able to live your life without the fear of failing or being disappointed, because you are aware that whatever occurs will be for your ultimate good. In order to begin the process of detachment, the first step is to let go of control over how and when your wishes manifest. Allow yourself to let go of the outcome once you have taken inspired action when you feel prompted, rather than focusing on the specifics of the situation. Have faith that the universe is aware of the most effective means by which your desires can be realized. You do not cease caring when you detach yourself. Rather, it means that you stop micromanaging each and every stage of the process. When you are able to live in the present moment, you are able to avoid worrying about what your future holds or dwelling on the things that have happened in the past. Maintaining a full engagement in the present moment and enjoying the present in its current state is necessary for detachment. By doing so, you establish a sense of tranquility and satisfaction, which in turn makes it possible for the world to present your desires at your doorstep. You should make it a habit to believe that whatever you want has already been brought into your life and to express gratitude for it. The expression of gratitude is one of the greatest vibrating energies that you are capable of emitting. And when you do so, you open the door for more of what it is that you desire. Detach yourself from the idea that you must first succeed in achieving your goals before you can experience gratitude. Instead, adopt an attitude of gratitude as if it were already yours. The attachment to the way things will play out is one of the most significant obstacles to the process of manifestation. There is a possibility that you have a preconceived notion about the particular course that your wishes will take. Yet, this might lead to resistance in the event that things do not go according to plan. Rather than that, let go of the way things are supposed to take place. Have faith that the universe will present you with the ideal circumstances, and give yourself permission to be open to everything that may come your way. Trusting the timing of your manifestations is an essential component of detachment. You should have faith that the reason something has not yet appeared is because the time is not yet appropriate. If you are not yet prepared to receive it, it is possible that you still have some maturation to go through. It's also possible that the cosmos is working to bring about the ideal circumstances for your aspirations to materialize. If you have faith in the time, you will be able to let go of the anxiety and impatience that are frequently associated with manifestation. Detachment can be effectively practiced through the practice of meditation. While you are meditating, bring your attention to the feeling of giving up control. Picture yourself letting go of your attachments to particular outcomes and experiencing a sense of liberation and tranquility as a result. By engaging in this practice, you will be able to cultivate the energy of detachment in your day-to-day existence, and the more you engage in this practice, the simpler it will be for you to maintain your neutrality in any circumstance. When you engage in the practice of detachment, you begin to function from a place of self-assurance rather than one of neediness. Certainty has a magnetic effect. Because it conveys the message that you are already whole and complete, it attracts chances and people that you already possess. On the other side, neediness draws things away from oneself because it indicates a lack of something. When you let go of attachment, you stop forcing yourself to pursue your objectives and instead give them the opportunity to come to you in a natural way. The concept of detached confidence refers to the realization that whatever you want is already on its way to you, and that you do not need to go for it. Your desires are being granted to you because you are deserving of them, and you have faith that they will be granted to you at the right time. Your energy shifts, and you become more aligned with your desires when you have reached this level of trust, which makes the process of manifestation much simpler. Attaining a state of detachment is essential in order to facilitate the fulfillment of your aspirations. As soon as you let go of the urge to control the how and the when, you make room for the world to bring your ideas to fruition in ways that are beyond your ability to imagine. The more you live your life as if you already own what you desire, the more easily you will attract it to you. Keep in mind that detachment is not the same thing as apathy. Rather, it is about having faith in the process and being aware that what is intended for you will never escape your grasp. Let go of attachment and watch as your wishes materialize before your very eyes in a natural and uncomplicated manner. Number 10. Your next steps to manifest with ease. 1. In the morning, take a few breaths deeply. Take a few slow, deep breaths to begin each day. Imagine that all of your wishes have already been granted when you close your eyes. Imagine that everything you've ever desired is right in front of you, and feel the feelings of appreciation, joy, and tranquility associated with it. It is essential that you maintain that sensation and that enthusiasm throughout the course of your day. 2. Disengage from the need to exert control. It is time to quit monitoring, to stop having doubts, and to stop continually evaluating whether or not things are functioning well. The most significant forms of resistance that you may generate are control and skepticism. You can have faith that the universe has already heard your desires and is already working behind the scenes to bring them to you through its efforts. It is not worth your time or effort to try to figure out the how or the when of something. Relax and let go. 3. Live your life in harmony. Act, think, and speak as if your desires are already yours, even though they are not. Move through life with the self-assurance of someone who is aware that everything they desire is already on its way to them. Because of your energy, the universe will be able to provide what it promises. Everything begins to flow more effortlessly when you live in harmony with your values. Now, if you found that this video struck a chord with you, I would like for you to do 2 things. 1. If you found this message to be helpful, please mark it with a like button. 2. Please let me know in the comments section if you believe in the universe. Through the use of this straightforward affirmation, you will be able to communicate to your subconscious mind that you are prepared to let go and allow the universe to work its magic. Click the subscribe button right now if you are interested in receiving additional insight on manifestation that is influenced by the Stoics. Every week, I share insightful posts, and you won't want to miss out on having access to them. Unwind, have faith, and bring about the desired results. You'll see me in the next video, I promise.